Hi, my name is Paula Sturm, and I am the owner of Radically Nourished, and I am a functional medical dietitian and a master neurolinguistic programmer or a master in NLP. And I am here today to talk about stress management techniques. And I find when people are struggling with a lot of stress, it does impede healing. So I do bring in stress management into my practice and into my sessions with clients, because if people are in constant fight or flight, then we're not going to be in rest and digest and heal. And I see a lot of people with digestive issues and autoimmune conditions, and we're really looking for an optimal environment to promote healing. And stress management is a key piece of that. You'll also want to rule out and make sure that if there's any trauma in your past or you're aware of a trauma pattern that you might have, to seek out some therapy to help work through that. And even if you do need somebody to talk to, it's always a good idea to seek out a therapist or someone to get some more insight from. But oftentimes we're dealing with just daily stressors in our life, kids, work, travel, traffic. Our lives are busy and we have a hard time managing our nervous system through it. And it's really that chronic stress when we're dealing with chronic thought patterns and chronic stress in our life that can really start throwing off our stress hormones, and that can impede our healing. So I do want to just bring in a few quick stress management techniques, different breathing exercises, and different things that you can do to incorporate into your day, into your week, to help your body and your nervous system calm down, relax, and get more into that parasympathetic rest and digest and heal state. So a great one to do and an easy one to incorporate. You don't have to do this for very long, even just 2 or 3 minutes. If you have 10 minutes, great, but maybe even 2 to 3 minutes a few times a day to help just calm things down is deep belly breathing. And this helps calm down the vagus nerve and does a lot to bring your nervous system from a sympathetic dominant to a parasympathetic dominant state. So how you do this, super easy, basically sounds like what it is. You'll inhale deeply through your nose, really allow your belly to expand, then exhale slowly through your mouth or even through your nose. And to add a little extra to it, you can place one hand on your belly and the other on your chest and focus on the hand that is on your belly. And so it's moving, because a lot of times we're breathing really shallow, especially if we're in a big stressful portion of our day. So we'll tend to breathe really shallow, and deep breathing helps us know that we're safe, helps our body know that it's safe. Other things you can do to amplify this is bring in a positive feeling and exhale a negative feeling. So bringing in peace and then exhaling stress or exhaling whatever it is you're dealing with for that day. Another breathing technique is the 4-7-8 breathing technique. You can inhale through your nose for 4 counts, hold for 7 counts, and exhale through the mouth or through the nose for 8 counts, and repeat that several times. This slow pace of breathing, when your exhale is longer than your inhale, tells your nervous system to calm down. So breathing is a really excellent tool to use because it can signal your nervous system so quickly. You can also do equal time breathing, and this is inhaling and exhaling for equal counts, counting with 5 seconds each and gradually increasing for 10 seconds. And this can help balance your nervous system as well. Maybe it's 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out, 6 seconds in, and 6 seconds out, and up to 10. And you can try that and see how that works for you. This might be a great one to calm yourself down, especially if you've been in an angry situation or feeling extra agitated. Another one to do, this would be great to do before sleep, is a progressive muscle relaxation. And this is where you tense areas of your muscle groups. So maybe starting at your toes and working up through your head, tensing your toes and releasing them, tensing your feet, and then your calves and your hamstrings and your quads, and so for up to your body, because oftentimes we'll hold tension in one area. I tend to hold tension in my left shoulder for whatever reason. So I'll notice that I have to like just consciously let that go. And so we have areas where we hold things in our body. So this can bring that attention to those areas and help us relax those areas. And this can be helpful for sleep to get a better sleep, fall asleep faster. Another thing to do to help really release a lot of pent up energy is something called lion's breath. And you might see this or do this if you've ever taken yoga. There's yoga classes that will bring this in, but you'll inhale really deeply through the nose and fill your belly really full of air, then open your mouth super wide and exhale with the word like that, like a lion's roar. And doing that as vocally as you can really help again with your nervous system, release pent up energy, fill ourselves with oxygen. This can bring a lot of energy back into your body. So that's a great one too. Doing mindfulness meditations. You can do these either guided meditations, finding there's plenty of apps that you can use nowadays to do a guided meditation and bring in some mindfulness. You can do this just even throughout your day, being strictly mindful of everything you're doing, not thinking about the future, not thinking about the past, but being mindful in everything you're doing with no judgment and no emotion. That can be excellent, because then you're taking yourself out of anxiety and fear, and you're really just focusing in on what you're doing in the present moment. Yoga is a great one, even 10 minutes of yoga, stretching, flexibility, anything that moves your body and opens up your fascial tissue can be really helpful. Some good personal care habits, having a good sleep hygiene. So maintaining a regular sleep schedule, bedtime, wake up time, reducing your caffeine intake, especially later in the afternoon, avoiding screens before bed, all really help promote better sleep and reduce stress. And when you're sleeping better, you're less stressed during the day. Time management, sometimes we struggle with this where our to-do list gets too long, we're prioritizing tasks and we're like go 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 all the time, and sometimes we're feeling like we're never catching up. Maybe you need to reevaluate what you're doing in your day, maybe better schedule some time, maybe ask for some help, and farm some things out. And then different self-care activities, finding something you enjoy, scheduling something like that in daily, ideally some sort of relaxation or energizing activity that can be helpful for you in your enjoyment. So you're not just bogged down with work and just life all day long. So I hope you found that helpful, and hopefully you can implement some of those strategies to help manage your stress throughout the day. Thanks for joining.